Good morning. So this morning I have clients, so I'm probably not going to be able to film anything for a couple of hours again. Then I'm going to pop into town for the selfie stick saga to continue. So hopefully they've got one. They told me to come back today, so I'm hoping that there is one. So we'll see what happens. Morning sessions are done. It's time to see if it's meant to be that I have a selfie stick as of today. So let's go find out. There were none in the shop again today, but he's waiting for a delivery and I'm just too much of an eager beaver that they're not there yet. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow because I'm gonna go home and do some work instead. So there we go. Just got back to my parking space and someone's blocking me in. There's other people in the building, like the Citizens Advice Bureau. And I went in and they're in the middle of a meeting, and the lady who's doing the meeting is, the lady whose car it is chairing the meeting. So she's just giving me her car keys to go and move her car. So yeah, glad she trusts me. Cars are successfully juggled, so I'm going to go and return her keys because I'm a nice, kind person. I won't steal her Fiat 500, but then I'd have to leave my car anyway, so, and I quite like my car, so I'm going to take that back. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Hi. Is that all I get? So I am home now and I've just been doing a little bit of work, getting on with some stuff, which is cool. I watched the video blog that I posted this morning and I watched it back. And I realised that yesterday I didn't actually seem very happy or animated in what I was doing and what I was talking about. And to be honest with you, the topic that I was talking about yesterday, the habits and consistency stuff, I didn't really want to talk about that, and I ended up just talking about it, and I've been a little bit sort of conflicted about whether I wanted to talk about it, simply because it just didn't feel like it was the right day to tackle that topic really. But I went ahead and did it anyway, and then I just looked really unhappy and like I wasn't that enthused about what I was talking about. And the fact is that, to be honest, I am really passionate about that stuff, but it just wasn't the right time to talk about it for me, and I didn't really listen to myself about that. And so that's what I want to talk about today, and I do actually want to talk about this, is just going with your gut instinct and the feelings that you have about things. Because after I said that I would talk about it, I then felt this pressure to go and do it, and the only person that was really pressuring me to talk about it was me. It wasn't anyone else. And yeah, I just went ahead and did it anyway because I felt that pressure. And then afterwards I was just watching back the clips this morning when I posted it, and it didn't come out right. I didn't say all the things that I would have liked to say. I didn't say it in the way that I would have liked to say it. I didn't sound enthusiastic about it, and it just came across all wrong really. And that kind of upset me to watch it back through. And I realised that the reason that it didn't feel right to me was just simply because I wasn't really listening to myself. My brain said, I don't really feel like talking about this today. And instead of listening to my own brain, which knows how I feel about things, I just went, oh no, but I've said that I'll talk about it. So I felt this pressure, and really the worst that could have happened is that I just said to you guys, actually I've changed my mind, I don't want to talk about that today, and nobody would have thought any different. But I just put that pressure on myself, and I thought that was interesting. So I want to talk a little bit more about this throughout the day, but I'm going to get back to work for a little bit. Is windy as fuck out here again, but you see in the background some lovely blue skies, so that's an improvement. It's not raining, which is nice. So I'm going out for walk with the dog. I needed to get out of the house and get some fresh air. I'm feeling so tired today. Really, really sleepy. I don't think I slept very well last night, but I don't remember it, but I feel like I haven't, you know? You know when you wake up and you just don't feel like it? So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Just realised something else which is quite interesting. Is that actually when I was editing the bit where I was talking about the habits and stuff last night, I just felt all the energy just sucked out of me, and I just lost that creativeness that I had throughout the rest of it. So again, it just goes to show that my brain was trying to tell me something there. I thought that was interesting. Okay, so you know what? I've been thinking about this, listening to what you're feeling, and I realised that one thing that I hadn't done is set the rules for what I wanted to do with the video blog. Rules is probably the wrong word because that makes it sound really restrictive, but I hadn't really got clear for myself on what exactly the video blog was and why I was doing it. Well, I did talk about why I was doing it, but let me just make this easy, and I'll read out the list of things that I've just written. Hold on. So first and foremost, the video blog is for me and it's not for other people. The reason that I felt pressured, like I said, no one was pressuring me, but I felt like people were going to be like, what the hell, you just said you were going to talk about that and you didn't talk about it. And realistically, that probably isn't what would have happened, but that's what my brain was telling me was going to happen. And so it was a little bit of fear of judgment coming in there. When I was looking at it just now, I was thinking, actually, the blog is for me and it's not for anyone else. None of my reasons for actually starting the video blog were about other people, and that still remains the same now. So it's my video blog, so I'll talk about whatever I want, and if I don't feel like talking about something, I'm just not going to talk about it, and I'm not going to be afraid next time to just be honest with you guys if that's the case. If I've just changed my mind, it's totally my choice to do that, and it's my video blog, so I can do what the fuck I like with it, right? That's one thing that I've just got really clear on, which is awesome. And the other thing is that I was putting this pressure on myself to talk about stuff that was like helpful to you guys and educational and that you're going to get value from. And do you know what? It's great if as a result of watching one of these videos you learn something about yourself or about life, or it makes you look at things in a different perspective. But I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to deliver that. And it's just a bonus if that's what happens. Just realising those two things has been massively helpful for me. And the last thing that I've put on my list here is basically, if it stops feeling good, stop doing it. So if I get to a point where I'm just not enjoying doing the video blog, I'm just going to stop doing it. And it doesn't matter if I stop doing it. The only person that's going to, miss out on it, I suppose, is me. And if I'm not enjoying it, then I'm not missing out on anything. So yeah, that was cool to realise that. So I'm feeling much better about things now, which is awesome. I'm about to go rock climbing with my friend Hester. That's one of the benefits of being your own boss, is you can just sack off work for the day and go rock climbing if you feel like it. So that's what I'm doing. So there'll be a few shots of that to finish off the blog. But that's it all from me in terms of speaking. Well, I might speak again at some point in my life, but yeah, that's all I've got to say on today's video blog. Anyway, I'm gonna go rock climbing now. I'll see you in a bit. Tiny feet. Size 3.
35.5 European size.
You have children's feet. My word. Just doing a slightly wider shot so you can see how tiny Hester's feet are.
Same size as my bag.
done, super tired now, so I'm going to go home. End of vlog because I'm going to go home and edit it. So, end of vlog. Bye.
He's so happy.